Sensor Fusion. This course is brought to you by Gilad James Mystery School. Learn more at giladjames.com. Introduction. With a rapid rise in demand for both agricultural crop quantity and quality, and with a growing concern of non-point pollution caused by modern farming practices, the efficiency and environmental safety of agricultural production systems have been questioned. Gebbers and Adamchuk, 2010. While implementing best management practices around the world, it was observed that the most efficient quantities of agricultural inputs vary across the landscape due to various naturally occurring, as well as man-induced, differences in key productivity factors such as water and nutrient supply. Identifying and understanding these differences allow for varying crop management practices according to locally defined needs. Pierce and Nowak, 1999. Such spatially variable management practices have become the central part of precision agriculture, PA, management strategies being adapted by many practitioners around the world. Sonka et al., 1997. PA is an excellent example of a system approach where the use of the sensor fusion concept is essential. Among the different parameters that describe landscape variability, topography and soils are key factors that control variability in crop growing environments. Robert, 1993. Variations in crop vegetation growth typically respond to differences in these microenvironments together with the effects of management practice. Our ability to accurately recognize and account for any such differences can make production systems more efficient. Traditionally, differences in physical, chemical and biological soil attributes have been detected through soil sampling and laboratory analysis. Vollenhaupt et al., 1997, de Gruitjer et al., 2006. The cost of sampling and analysis are such that it is difficult to obtain enough samples to accurately characterize the landscape variability. This economic consideration resulting in low sampling density has been recognized as a major limiting factor. Both proximal and remote sensing technologies have been implemented to provide high-resolution data relevant to the soil attributes of interest. Remote sensing involves the deployment of sensor systems using airborne or satellite platforms. Proximal sensing requires the operation of the sensor at close range, or even in contact, with the soil being measured, allowing in situ determination of soil characteristics at, or below, the soil surface at specific locations. Viscara-Russell et al., 2011. Alternatively, the crop itself can be viewed as a bioindicator of variable growing conditions. The most frequently used crop-related data source is a yield map, particularly in locations where grain cropping is practiced in large fields. Yield maps summarize the overall impact of management activities and of natural conditions, such as weather and soils. However, yield data provide only a retrospective analysis and does not allow the user to address any spatial and temporal inconsistencies in crop growth during the corresponding growing season. Therefore, different in-season sensing scenarios have been implemented to provide feedback on crop performance in time to alter management decisions according to local needs. One example of this is online crop canopy sensing for in-season fertilizer management. Crop canopy reflectance in visible and near-infrared wavelengths is normally used to calculate vegetation indexes, which can be related to plant biomass, chlorophyll content, and/or nitrate stress. Shanahan et al., 2008. It has been demonstrated that detection and identification of weeds using machine vision systems is feasible as well. Other crop status sensing techniques such as laser fluorescence, thermal imaging and ultrasonic proximity sensing are the subject of ongoing research. One of the main limitations of any sensor-based management is that virtually every layer of information can respond to more than one soil, landscape, or crop property used to describe growing conditions and process. This makes a corresponding decision-making strategy uncertain and/or complex when attempting to deploy it over different production settings. McGratney et al., 2005. Using a combination of conceptually different sensing techniques and integrating the subsequent data holds promise for providing more accurate property estimates, leading to more robust management and increased adoptability of sensor-based crop management. The goal of this publication is to discuss the concept of sensor fusion relevant to precision agriculture and to provide the framework for future research in this area.